regrets. I meant what I said. The son of major, your skills are crazy minor. Your brain is kinda dull and mine is a full shiner. Yo, this never part-timer, dominates in completions. While you're leaking secretions that seem to weaken your speaking. You perform at the beacon, you're still eating bacon. Come on, assalamu alaikum. The cats wanna just play all these games. I'm over here listening, changing names. I'ma take your dames. I got no regrets. Lyrically, you know that I'm nothing but a vet. A true MC that spits it on the ill, spits it real. I know the deal. I got that feel. Yeah, she wasn't looking.
What's up, y'all? All right, let's cut off the music. I ain't stayed on forever, but it is your boy, Eric Taylor. Taylor to you coaching with the Knowledge is Love podcast. Watch the time because I won't stay too much long after 6. What's going on? Woo! Episode 14, Knowledge is Love. Spit it from up above. Skills are so tight, just like a glove. Not Mike Jacks, but I spit more facts. Astrology, you know, gives the hottest tracks. The map of your life. Stop living trife. I stay righteous for my kids and my wife. Need a little drink. Where's my drink? Yeah, man, we're here. I don't think the young artist is ready to show his work. He's been slacking, but he's been busy. This guy's a socialite, huh?
No, I am.
You all ready to show it? Okay.
It's not totally done.
Well, if it's not totally done, no, stop. If it's not totally done, just wait till next week.
Okay.
Wait till Wednesday, episode 15. Because episode 14, I got a lot to talk about. I'm going to take your questions soon, but I got to just spew and spit some stuff with the astrology that's going on. Uranus square Saturn part 2, February, June 14th, December. It's a trilogy of this energy for 2021. How y'all doing? Hope you did good with that eclipse. You know, we had the one in May, June 10th. The energy's been wild. Today, it's been intense. It's been intense in my home. Mars, Moon, Leo conjunction 1 degrees. Ah! Family arguments and fights. Who's on with us? Anybody?
Yeah, there's 2 people.
All right, how y'all doing? Comment. Hope you're doing well. But so in this episode, I want to kind of talk about the energy of this week. Uranus square Saturn, Uranus and Taurus, fixed Earth, squaring Saturn, fixed air. Saturn in Aquarius, Uranus, modern ruler of Aquarius. So depending on your rising sign, you know what house it's in, right? For the Aries rising, it's your 2nd and 11th and so on. It goes around, right? Plus, I said today, Mars is in Leo. So like, you know, get your inner Serena, Beyonce, Michael Jordan on, Frank Sinatra, George Clooney, my girl Keisha Cole. But the moon's in Leo. So that conjunction today, it's probably past the 1 degrees now. A couple hours ago was. So it's probably at like 2-3 degrees now, probably 2 degrees. But whew, it was an intense day. Then on top of that, that square's at 13 degrees. Very Venus heart energy. I'm going to get to this. Then you got the sextile Venus in Cancer at 13 degrees. Okay. As we're doing this show, it's a Scorpio rising at 23 degrees. You know, I like to check the time in the chart of my lives, you know. And just understand, Pisces is getting ready to go retrograde, Jupiter, I mean. But at the end of this week, crazy energy. So there's a lot going on now. But then things ease up and get better when we have the grand trine, Jupiter Pisces, Sun in Cancer, Moon in Scorpio, the summer solstice on the 20th. And then peep this, I learned this from an astrologer and I got it through Pam Gregory, who she's like amazing, I think British astrologer, but I know she moved around or whatever. But the Earth's grid, it's at its most harmonic point on June 19th, Juneteenth, the freedom for slaves in America. But the day before the solstice, it's at its like most beautiful energy on the earth, the core of the earth and the earth's grid. Isn't that deep? And this is from a biologist, a scientist. That's crazy to me. I still can't even, like, I just found that out before I was looking at live, just watching a video, and I'm just like, what? Like my head just blew up, right? So, okay. And then the solstice on the 20th. And if you're, living other places, it'll be the 21st, but over here it's the 20th, right? So I don't even know where to begin. We're going to begin with Uranus square Saturn. So you're talking about structure, discipline, order of Saturn squaring, okay, Uranus, Taurus, Uranus, liberation, freedom, sort of like intuitive spiritual downloads, future, innovation, technology. So it's a very frustrating energy because you want to be free, you want to rebel, you want to be liberated. And then Saturn is like, hold on a minute, star. Where you think you're going? If I not bring your rebellious, freedom, futuristic thoughts over here, you understand? Did you clean your room first? Did you get your information and study? Right? Did you read your books to make sure you're really righteous before you go rebelling in the streets, causing a chaos? That's what we're dealing with. And so you want to be liberated. Your soul wants to be, and you guys got to understand though too, spiritually, these outer planets, what we're understanding, and especially because it's the 13 degrees and that energy, and then the sextile with Venus and Cancer and the Taurus with Uranus, it really makes me realize that we're dealing with, hey, how you doing?
No, the chat's not working because I was trying to comment over here. I wrote hello, and someone else, and Jessica did too.
Okay. All right. So then we got to try to fix it. Hey, Jessica. Chat's a little off. We'll try to fix it. See what we can hit.
Here, let me see.
Okay. Just do one click. Is that it?
Pop out chat.
Okay.
There we go.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's over there.
Yeah. We can move it over here actually.
Look at that technology. This is why I have the best assistant ever. The truth. My son. He helps me. That's what it's all about. It's a family affair. And Jess, I'm going to be, I guess, finishing you up. I'm going to get ready to start, I think, end of this week. I'm working on a chart now, and I got 2 other, but I'm going to squeeze you sort of like in between. I'm going to make it work. So the end of next week. But I'll send you an email and let you know. But so just understand, you've got this sort of structure versus freedom. That's hard, right? But like I said, it's a cycle of 3s. So, last time in February, that's when we had the whole, issues with, still lockdowns and masks and freedoms and the end of January, then going into February, all the stuff with the insurrection and then GameStop, and so we don't know how it's going to play out this time. We don't know how this trilogy will end in December, but we do know that Uranus and everything dealing with the human experience, we've got to understand reality, right? And then we got to understand vision and visionaries and the future, right? So we want to be present, but we also have to understand that the future is what we're sort of putting in our discipline and structure to plan for, right? So if you're not sort of disciplined, organized, and structured and responding to your abilities, right, you're not going to get to where you want to get to in the future, right? We can all have these big plans and big dreams. Oh, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to be a rapper, and I'm going to be a millionaire, and I'm going to be this and that. But did you do anything to work on your skills and your talents? Did you... And remember, Uranus being in Taurus is very deep, right? This has been a deep experience and will continue to the end of 2025, early 2026. It's new earth, but it's also, what is Taurus? It's practical, it's prudent, it's pragmatic. Uranus is this like storm, it's chaos, it's sudden change, liberation, and literally like sociology, and it's bringing up Bitcoin and financial this and that and running out of food. And now the prices for everything, lumber, You're trying to do construction on your home. The prices for lumber, for iron, for metal, for this, everything's going up. Then they might change the interest rates. So this is what Uranus and Taurus is doing. And so with this sextile to Venus kind of getting into that square, Venus is like saying, hey, Uranus and Taurus, mira, escuchen. Try having some faith and living from your heart in a place of love and honoring your family, yourself, your ancestors, and understand that you are a spiritual being. You have a soul. This is just simple flesh. So take that Uranus and Taurus, and with this chaos and with the restrictions of Saturn and Aquarius, coming down on you, tap in to your five senses. Tap into what is really Taurus, second house, the toddler. Tap into your taste, your hearing, your seeing, your survival. What do we really need, right? What is really going to please our soul for this earthly experience? That's all an illusion. That's all a moment in time, a blink. That really is saying, who are you? What makes you happy? And do you just have what you really need? Not the Ferrari, not Gucci, not Prada. Do you have food, clothing, shelter? Can you learn? Can you educate? Can you provide for your children? Take care of your husband, take care of your wife, honor your mother and father? Can you enjoy stillness, quietness? Not worried about, I'm worried about the Phoenix Suns game that's on. I want to go watch that because I'm a sports junkie, but focusing on being present with my heart on Knowledge is Love podcast with you guys. Being still and being present, knowing that if I take care of the now, the future is going to be okay. If I take care of my heart, my soul, my senses, right? You even think of like really Venus and Cancer, it's that nurturing and caring, because Venus and Cancer is about safety and security. Do you have your jacket on? It's cold. Do you need a cup of soup? Your feet hurt. Put them up on a stool for a minute. Reflexology. Let me massage your feet for you, for your partner. Or doing it for yourself. Self-love, self-care. So this energy, there's going to be frustration. There's going to be upheaval. There'll be some more crazy storms, some, earthquakes, hopefully not, but there could be, because Mars is in Leo. There could be a little bit of, chaos in the world, some arguments, some violence, all this stuff. But what are you focused on? Not focused on left, right, or red, blue, and this one, this, that, and voting rights and this and that. It's all silliness. I know when we're in the moment of it, it's not. But on a deeper level, yes, it is. Because really, you're here. And what I want you to see and help guide you through is to not stick and get stuck and exist in the brainwashing matrix so that your soul can elevate and you get out of the Saturnian bubble. Now, remember, Saturn castrated Uranus. And now remember, Uranus is really, or Uranus, however you want to say it, I don't really care, but that's really Osiris, right? The god of the sky. But this is going back to ancient Kemet, right? This is why I use the old system, the whole sign system, and not Placidus. Not to knock modern Western tropical astrology, because that's what I do. I'm not a Vedic sidereal astrologer, but I do use the ancient whole sign system that they used Kemet, Hellenistic times, Babylonians, Sumerians. Do you understand? But don't sleep on the importance of Venus and Cancer here. And even that 13 degrees, which is about cycles, women, menstrual cycle, the divine feminine, right? 52 weeks, the balance of the 4 seasons, 4 times 13. You smell me? You feel me? So, the moon is switching every 2.5 days, so it's going to be bouncing. It's not going to be in Leo for too long, but just chill out. Like, don't argue with your family, with your moms. You know what I mean? Like, whatever house this is in for you, you guys can tell me down below. Who's there? Just Jess?
We have 5 people on.
Okay, what's up, y'all? Say hey to your boy E.T. or Taylor T2UC Coaching, T2UC, and go check out my website, taylor2coaching.com. I'm gonna have some upgrades on there. I'm starting to do live readings now, so you can email me taylor2coaching@gmail.com. We can book a live reading over the phone or Zoom. You'll get an MP3 copy, $55 for 30 minutes, $105 for an hour. And we just get right into it and chop it up, and I break it down for you. You know how I do. But starting July 1st, my 150 chart, where I give you the full 12-house report written with videos and a 40 to 50 custom video summary, that's going up to 250. So you better get it now while it's still getting as good. I still will offer a $150 or $175 chart. I put everything, what's happening as of July 1st in the description. After this is over, you'll see it. I'll add it in here. But in my last video, you'll see it in there. And I hope you guys like that. I started doing my aspect series. I started with Mercury trine Saturn. You guys can comment down below what aspects you want to see. I think next I might do Moon trine Sun. I'm going to do Moon square Pluto soon. I'm not going to do it in any order. I'm just going to get but I still got to finish my Uranus series, Neptune and Pluto. I think I'm getting ready to do Neptune and Virgo, but, and the moon, moon in the 6th house. I'm going to try to record tomorrow because I got to get finishing up the moon series so I can get to Venus. All right. It's about the love, baby. But, so just understand that this energy it's not a joke. It's going to be intense. It's going to be frustrating. You, depending on what house it's in for you, you're going to want some radical changes and try to do this. And Saturn's going to be like, stop, Nathan, you ain't doing nothing. And that's hard. That's hard because what have we been going through this experiment the last year and a half, right? We want to break free. We want to be liberated. We want radical change. We want them to pass laws and this and that. We want, the government to, make things fair for humanity and this and that. We want infrastructure. We want all these things. But because it's Uranus and Taurus, because it's sextile in Venus and Cancer, because it's Saturn in Aquarius, and because Jupiter is going retrograde, right? It's at 2 degrees. That's the highest it's going to. Stationing direct, and then it's going to go back slowly. And it will leave and go back to Aquarius on July 28th, later in the evening. It is also still very positive energy because Jupiter is at home in Pisces. That's their traditional home for Pisces. Neptune is the modern ruler. But Pisces is the feminine domicile and the feminine aspect of Jupiter, where Sagittarius is the masculine, mutable fire. So understand, you still, through all this stuff, if you chill and meditate and really manifest and get introspective within, Jupiter in Pisces is still ready to award you with some love and some blessings. But it's more about spirituality, creativity, and imagination. So what is that really saying? Mars and Leo, Venus and Cancer. Come from the heart. Create with your children. Have a childlike spirit if you don't have children. But be dynamic. Be extravagant. Be creative. Be bold. Don't have any fear. Stop it. This is how you reflect back to God and to Source. Get your shine on. Be Michael Jordan. Be Beyonce. Be George Clooney, Frank Sinatra. Get you the fedora and, whatever. When I was 17, it was a very good year. Shoot, come on, man. I was pimping at 17. So just really peep how all this is playing out. And get ready for the solstice. Get ready. I told you, I got guests coming on the 21st. So I'll be rocking this Wednesday or Thursday. And then I won't do probably next Saturday, Sunday, because next week, bless you, next week I got the 21st, a Monday, and then and I'll be busy next weekend anyway. So I got the 21st Monday and the 24th. So I'll be rocking twice next week to kind of make up for not being there this weekend. Because remember I told you I'm trying to do 2 lives a week because I love connecting with you guys, and I'm gonna get to your questions. How y'all doing? And so okay, a couple things. You can ask me questions about the Mars and Leo energy, what house it's in for you. We can talk about your Uranus, your sort of Taurus, Aquarius, what houses those are in for you in terms of how this square is going to F with you a little bit. But, Venus and Cancer. Look at that. Look at that. The locks are growing back. I did this all for wifey, but I like it too. I think I look better with long hair than just the short Caesar. But you know what it is? I think I like the short Caesar, but when the hair grows longer, I don't like how I look as much as whatever. But I'm not really into vanity, so I don't really care. To me, honestly, I started growing my locks back for wifey, and that's just the real. I had fun with it when I was young and single, but I only just started. And really, I started growing I do that in every winter. And then I would cut it off because, in the cold, on my head, I'm like, yo, I don't want, and I don't like that. And then even on the left coast, it don't get that cold, but it gets cold because it's so dry out here. It's not humid. So just know we still have the sun in Gemini, Mercury in Gemini, right? We still got the North Node in Gemini. Capricorn still in retrograde. Right, we still got Neptune and Pisces, still getting that deception in the home, right? Sagittarius is the ascendant for America's chart. So that Pisces in the 4th house, you're still getting spoon-fed in your homes. Neptune, the illusion, the magic, 3,000 channels, watch everything. Lord, man. Yo, you guys are so dope. Just understand, transcend all this foolishness that is given to you. See through it. Have spiritual eyes. So that's why when you meditate, you get like that Jupiter and Pisces energy. Take advantage of that. And some of you, this could be some of your Jupiter return. Every 12 years, have the Jupiter cycle. Yeah, this is a good, remember Mars matures at 27. So if some of y'all might be rocking with Mars and Leo, if this is your age, Yeah, this is an interesting week. The end of the week's going to get better. The energy could be a little tough Monday through the 18th, right through Friday. Saturday, Sunday is going to get groovy, and next week's going to get better. And then next week we got to talk about, is it magic? The cusp of magic. I like to talk about the cusp energy. I use the 5-degree orb, right? 28, 29, 0, 1, 2. Some astrologers only use 29 and 0 degrees, maybe 3 degrees. But when you see on the internet like 7 and 9 degrees, they're doing that because they're kind of accounting for the years. So it might not be exactly, right? 19th to the 23rd. It could be 18th to the 22nd, but it generally, just it's a 5-day orb. It's never 9 days. You're not a Cancer. You're not on the cusp at 26 degrees of Gemini. You're a Gemini, even 27 degrees. 28, 29, you start feeling a little Cancer energy. 0, 1, 2, but also 0. When you first enter a sign, it's almost at its strongest point in a way. Now you got different critical degrees, 19 and then 29 and different degrees, right? But really, when it's at 0 degree, like 0 degree Cancer, yeah, Cancer. You understand? But it's still a 5-day orb. So I do personally, and I've had some of my gurus, they only do 29 and 0 degrees. And I know there's a couple of people who do 29, 0, 1. I do 28, 29, 0, 1, 2. It's just what I've noticed and what I paid attention to. I'm not on the cusp. I have some cuspy family members, but So that's kind of it with what I'm spitting and spewing. Hope you chewing and doing. Hope you viewing and crowing. Hope you share me with your friends.
King Dread TV said hey, and he also said I have Mars in 4th house, also Uranus in 4th. How would the transit play out in my case?
Ooh. So you got Taurus in the 4th house. So you are the Aquarius ascendant. Lord have mercy. It's a deep year for your brethren, King Dread, respect. Wow. Okay. Hope you're not in the military or anything. Uranus in the fourth house, and you got Leo there, but right now Leo's in Mars, there. Definitely could have had a turbulent, childhood in terms of how it's going to play out now.
He said he's also Scorpio rising.
Scorpio rising. Well, then Taurus is in your 10th house, not your 4th. You sure? Well, you got to explain that.
Well, no, he said I have Mars in 4th house, also Uranus in 4th house, or in 4th. How would the transit play out?
Oh, okay. He didn't say Uranus in Taurus. He's just saying you have Uranus and Mars in the 4th house, you're Scorpio rising. Okay, there you go. Gotta make sure. Okay. So, the 7th house is where you have Uranus in transit right now, even though it's in your birth chart in the 4th house. So forget like your birth chart and childhood and transit. So the Mars is in your 10th house. So you need to be flossing for your career, for your fame, your legacy, how you recognize, like go out there and just go attack it, be creative, right? As the Scorpio rising is the 10th house. This is how you're viewed in public. So go hard, yo. King Dread, go hard, flex on them. Let them know that you're dynamic, you're extravagant. You're not for joke. And you walk around, tell them, dust off my shoulder. You don't take me for joke. You understand? Yeah, soldier and warrior, but get down and do a dance and a spin on my head for you. Do that, And then, the 7th house, this has been the last couple of years for you. So you'd have to tell me how it's been playing out in terms of it squaring your 4th house of Aquarius, your apartment, your home, family. There can be some disputes with wifey, girlfriend, family members. I don't know how old you are, your first child, because it's squaring the 4th and the 7th, Aquarius, Taurus. So signing contracts, negotiations, your cell phone company could be beefing with you, right? Your wireless company, this one, the cable, the internet, there can be any contract negotiations, any partnerships, any marriage relationship. It can be a lot. People, let me tell you something. Uranus, when it's in the 7th house for the Scorpio rising, a lot of people can go through divorces. Same thing when Uranus is for the Taurus rising in the 1st house. I told wifey before this was happening, I said, yo, it's going to be crazy, but we're not going to go through no divorce. But this is a tough one for Scorpio and Taurus risings. This Uranus and Taurus, it just flips stuff up. And, and people are switching, if it's the Taurus ascendant, they're switching their personality, identity, beliefs. They're just, like it's a 6-7 year upheaval. And then with the Scorpio risings, so me and you, we're brothers. I try to take it on the high side in the sense that I've already known to expect the unexpected. So I've just been surfing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like in the water, yeah, man, the waves are rough, but we like this. I've been surfing knowing that shiz is going to hit the fan, but it's about how you embrace it. So I've been positive knowing that hurricanes and storms are coming. So I've been mentally and spiritually grounded and prepared for it. And that's what you need to do. Total chaos can happen with your contracts, your partnerships, your relationships, your marriage, your firstborn child, your, girlfriend, any type of contract.
Yeah, he said, I had a breakup and confirmation with my girlfriend's family.
And confrontation?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, you said confirmation. Okay. Confrontation. Wow. See? There you go. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. But you got to understand it was in the cards. It was written. It ain't your fault. Did I do that? Master P, right? It ain't my fault. That's, I hate to hear that. My heart breaks for you, bro. But you know what? Maybe she wasn't wifey. Maybe she wasn't ready to surf with you. You know what I mean? you should hit me up, man. TaylorTCoaching@gmail.com. Even if you don't want to get a full birth chart, even if, let's say, money's tight, if it's not, then hit me up. You should get the birth chart done. But if you just want to do a mini relationship chart, it's only $35. It's written with some videos, and I can show you with the Juno, Venus, and stuff like that. Like, really, what's the type of woman that's best for you and where you could potentially meet her. So holla at your boy, you know? And thank you for joining us. I don't think you've been on any of my lives before. So much respect, brethren, you know? King Dread, you know? Who else is rocking with us? Any other questions and stuff? But yeah, you know, you guys, what did he say?
He hasn't said anything yet.
Oh, okay. No, I thought
the chat's a little bit delayed though, anyway.
Oh, it's delayed. Okay. You might have to turn it off. All right. Just make sure they're not on or anything.
No. The chat's always like a few seconds delayed though.
Oh, okay.
It's on the stream anyway.
Yeah, but you know, you guys, I just I want you to respect these energies, but always think the yin yang, high vibration, low vibration. So Uranus, expect the unexpected. There's not even an astrologer out there that knows what Uranus is going to do, whether they're Western, tropical, or Vedic. Uranus is that wild. Look at the GameStop. Look at the lack of supplies and the chaos and things from China. And, you know, America don't got Nathan. We might have another food shortage coming up soon. Who knows? Uranus and Taurus, it is literally new Earth. But I'll tell you this, on the 19th, go tap into nature. On the solstice, go tap into nature. On the 24th, with the full moon in Capricorn, that's my moon. I'm back. And I'll be doing a show with Wisdom Drops, Tanya Adrena. Go tap in and for men and women. It's not just important for women, but that full moon energy. Remember, the moon, it's the closest thing to Earth, right? The ancients consider it your soul, and the sun is your spirit. Pluto's the soul psyche. So when you think about the full moon in Capricorn, yes, they say it's at its detriment, but it still likes being in Earth. That's why it's exalted in Taurus. It's a little too moody and emotional in Cancer at home. In Virgo, it's super logical and analytical, but it nitpicks on itself, and it's very critical moon. Capricorn, yes, it's debilitated only because it's like, I'm as cold as ice. But Capricorn moon is about its business, and it delays. Capricorn moon gets angry and emotional after the work is done. Capricorn moon is like, can I finish my work and then we can argue? You know what I mean? And so Capricorn moon it's not bad. I rock with it. But Capricorn moon, it puts a lot of pressure. All cardinal signs initiate, but they don't always like to finish. Now, Capricorn, out of all the cardinal signs, Aries, you know, Cancer and Libra, Capricorn is the sea goat. So it's going to achieve. Not saying that it achieves more than those, but it follows through more than those because it sets the goals, and it's like the goat has got to achieve it. Now, the goat will start out like up the mountain, right? And then he'll get tired and be like, oh, I went too fast. But then it's going to take a break and keep going. The ram, Aries the ram, is like, and then be like, I want to do something else now. And go the other way. You know what I mean? The crab is like just peeping things sideways, moving slow. Like, I don't feel like doing that. And the Libra, the scales is like, well, I could go left, I could go right, I can go up, I can go down. What do you think I should do? You know what I'm saying? So the goat, Capricorn, the goat will set the goals and achieve. Right? Capricorn moon, that's the teacher that's like, you know, got their assignments in first and their lesson plans in first. That's the person at work that, you know, meets the deadlines like a week in advance and this and that. That's the, you know, they're about making it. Because Capricorn, remember, it's literally work hard. You know how like generally you'll say, okay, work hard, then play hard. Well, Capricorn is work hard, then play hard. And when they play crazy hard. But it's 3 works first, okay? So that's Capricorn, moon, sun, and a little bit of the ascendant, not as much, but Capricorn, moon, and sun, definitely, okay? And they can be mean. You know, they can be mean. Sometimes my Capricorn moon can be a little tough and stuff. But remember, it's still it's cardinal Earth, but it's still a feminine energy. So it is very caring and nurturing. It's opposite of Cancer. Well, Cancer is like moody and emotional and like safety and security. Capricorn is like, I'm gonna bring home the bacon and make sure the lights are on and everybody's fed and clothed, and then, you know, give me the big hug. Daddy loves you. That's the Capricorn moon. And your room better be clean. You brush your teeth, clean your butt, you know, all that stuff. You know, it's Capricorn moon. You know. So what's up, anybody?
Nothing yet.
Okay. So, you know, ask me any other questions. I'm not going to try to stay on too long tonight, but I will say this. I think the main important thing about this energy is understanding that things are going to happen in life. It's how we perceive it, how we respond to it. And this is why when you learn your birth chart, you learn to map your life. Everyone, trust me, people tell you all this stuff like, oh, astrology, this and that. Everybody, everyone, especially the power brokers, they know astrology and they know the power of it and they use it. And they have private astrologers that help them with the 500 fortune companies, all, you know, trust me. Okay. The Freemasons that started this country, right? On your dollar bill, it's the trine. It's the pyramid. They know astrology. They knew astrology. The Constitution, all that stuff. Astrology. George Washington, astrology. The three wise men that found the baby Jesus, astrologers. Get this knowledge. Do you understand? Do you overstand? It's muy importante. You know, I just want to beg and plead to people like, yo, and I always tell people, I'm straight up, like, even if you don't want to do a chart with me, get your chart done with some professional astrologers. There's a lot of great dope ones here on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? True Brilliance, Will Harrison, OJC Astrology. She's amazing. Dolo, man, the pilot is dope. The Peace Dealer. I mean, yo, I don't hate on nobody. Astro Finesse. That lady I mentioned before, Pam Gregory. You know, she's over on the other side of the country. Even the Vedic astrologers, obviously the guru, the head dude, KRS Learns or whatever. All these people. Yo, get your chart done. See, that's how you know I'm real. You know, Heather Eland. You know, Astrology with Heather, all these different people, amazing astrologers. I just want you to get this knowledge so you can vibrate higher and you're not caught up. And then when you learn this energy, you see life differently. You transcend 5G, you exist in 5D, you understand the poetry, you live in harmony. Comprehend your Mercury. Have fun with Jupiter D. Love naturally with your Venus C. Attack this Earth like you're rocking with Mars. Don't be drinking too much in them Neptune bars. So I said, oh, somebody just said something.
Yeah, it was Jessica.
What's up, mama?
I've been anxious more lately and get tachycardia. I don't know if it's this energy.
Tachycardia?
Mm-hmm.
What's tachycardia?
I don't know.
Oh, taking cardio?
No, tachycardia. Cardia.
Okay. Are you saying you've been taking cardio or doing cardio? But yes, no, you're right. Trust me. The energy has been insane because you were just coming off the whole lunar, the eclipses, right? The lunar and the solar. That new moon, that solar, you know, eclipse, Gemini. It's very fated karmic energy. I was very, stressed. That's also water, stressed and anxious this week because I was doing different things, but it's not you. It's not me. It's everyone. It's been a lot. And then Mars is entering Leo. And then today, Mars and the moon conjunct in Leo. It's a lot. But when you understand it, then you laugh and say, thank you. Thank you, Mercury. Thank you, Mars. I see what you're doing. Focus on Jupiter and Pisces, because it's like wants to just give you all the blessings in the world. But when you're feeling like this, Jess, take out your book and write. Do the dream book. Tap into the subconscious mind. And you'll see when I finish your chart, right? You got to do the daily writing, the journal, and you write letters to your younger self, positive and negative memories. We're going to focus on you. I'm about to I'll be texting you. I'm emailing you soon, and you can call me. We're going to be chopping up that Chiron. We're going to be getting into your fourth house with mom and their moon and the ancestors. It's important. This map of your life is to help you so that while you're here in this physical realm, that you can still ascend while you're on Earth and then never return and leave it. That's what this whole thing is about. That's why this knowledge, folks didn't want you to know this stuff. Because once you get the truth, then you understand that you could tap into your Black Moon Lilith and the root chakra and your gut and instincts and understand God is living and speaking through and with you all the time. You just got to listen and you got to remember. It's powerful. You're powerful. King Dread, Jessica, you guys are dope. Anybody else that's on here, whether you're speaking or not, you're dope. Sometimes we get caught up listening to the recordings that we got programmed with from mom, dad, school system, the media, society, the magazines. We got to unprogram. It's no bueno. You have to put in the new code. My kids are taking coding. You need to learn how to code and recode this, Ricola. Right? Those are good little candies to suck on. The Ricola, recoding. It's so necessary because we're not taught positive self-talk. We're not taught self-love. We're not taught power of prayer and meditation. We might be taught a little bit of the power of prayer, but not the breathing meditation. You can heal crazy old childhood wounds from deep breathing work. And, even it's not a sin. Even if you're doing that, you be like, and you focus on Jesus, So you got to just understand there is freedom through astrology. There is the Uranus liberation, and Uranus is, bless you, whatever house it's in, get the tissue, whatever house it's in, it's saying, where do you want to be free? Where does your soul, and you get the downloads from God, Uranus gives you, mine's in the 12th house of Libra. Where do you want to get freedom, liberation? Where will you rebel? Where will you be unique and weird and bizarre? Where will you be the black sheep? Where will you push the envelope? If it's in the ascendant, you might do it outwardly on your face and your physical body, tatted up and piercings and da-da-da-da. For me, it's in the 12th house. So it's here and here. It's in my spirituality and my dreams, my subconscious mind, which is dope in the sense that when I do your chart, I see it in dimensions. I see, you know what I mean? I see it in with not just my eyes. It gets revealed and I get downloads from God when I do everybody's readings. And I don't take credit for that. It's a gift. That's what Uranus is. Whatever house and sign it's in, mine's in Libra, yours could be Scorpio or Sag. I think, Jess, I can't remember. You might be Sag. Or are you Uranus? You might be Uranus and Capricorn and Neptune and Capricorn. I can't remember your generation, but understand It's breaking through the structures, the societal norms of whatever sign and house it's in. And this is something, it's like an assignment. Like you got a paper from God. Like God was like, Jessica, do this. King Dread, do this. Eric, do this. Handle that. And do it boldly. Be rebellious. Be futuristic. Be a visionary in this aspect of your life. This Libra, Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th house. Do that there. And if you do, that's what I'm saying. That's what's so dope about astrology and the chart. When you learn this, it makes life so much easier. You know what I mean? I got my young assistant. I try to explain to him with that Taurus and Mercury, you know what I mean? Like how that plays out, or how, a Gemini moon, or how, Saturn and Virgo, just, Saturn and Virgo gives you great concentration, great discipline and detail and focus. That's one of the reasons why he's such an amazing artist. It's not just the Taurus and Mercury. That Saturn and Virgo is so precise. And sometimes I'm like, oh, just let it go. I tell him like, yo, son, let it go. Like you don't, it doesn't have to be perfect. But Saturn and Virgo wants to be impeccable. His artwork, he's 12, his artwork looks like he's like 22, 32. But that's the blessings of Saturn. So when you respond to your abilities and get disciplined, right, you can achieve, and Saturn will bring you the greatest blessings. More than Jupiter and Venus. I always tell you guys. All right? More. And if the sun, if you're in a day chart, right, meaning above the ascendant, above that horizon, so first, especially if it's above the ascendant in the first house, so first, 12th, 11th, 10th, 9th, all the way to the, 8th or 7th, but it's got to be above the ascendant and descendant. The night charts are below, right? The moon in the 4th house. So then that means, what is it? Mars is your greater malefic. Jupiter is your greater benefic, right? So I got Venus and Jupiter on the ascendant. But Jupiter is my greater benefic, not Venus. And then Saturn, and then Mars is my greater malefic. So where it might cut and divide and separate and this and that, right? So, these are little insights and tidbits to the chart that you learn, and then it explains things even deeper, right? So more philosophical and more wise and more about my beliefs and sharing my story and preaching and teaching than I am just like the Venus, like showing off and the flair and materialism and stuff like that. That's why I like Rakim and KRS-One more than I would like Tupac and Biggie, or let's say Biggie and who's more like, and Jay-Z, right? More materialistic lyrics compared to more intelligent philosophical lyrics. You get it? Because the Jupiter is my greater benefic. And that's how I write, more Jupiterian, big picture, wisdom, beliefs, philosophies, right? Than Venus, like, yo, I want the girls and the flow and the wheels and yo, what up, shorty, feel the still bro, I'm more like knowledge and wisdom, understand I'm gonna gift you, understand we'll have to just live through these ill times, have the righteous mind, follow me, the lessons are so divine. There's a difference. Does that make sense? So, anybody?
DJ's here.
What's up, mama?
I started the dream journal.
Oh, I'm so happy for you. Let me tell you something. So first day or two, whatever, you might not have much dreams. It doesn't mean you're not in REM cycle. You might not remember them. So when you wake up, I think I said this in your summary, like I always tell people, whether it's the voice memo or you write it in your book, just literally be like, no dreams tonight, or I didn't remember any of my dreams. But you're training, and I always say writing is better because you train your mind and the subconscious. And then all of a sudden, 3-4 days later, And then before you know it, 2 weeks in, it's like your dream world's becoming a movie. But it's like playing things and revealing things to you in different dimensions and different realms. Sometimes from your past, sometimes from your future, sometimes maybe at another planet. I don't even know. I'm not every human being. I can't get up in your dreams unless you invite me. You know what I mean? But and then you can astral travel. Like it's deep. Because I had Uranus and Libra in the 12th house, I could visually see my girlfriends when they were not with me. Libra, partnership, relationship, harmony, balance, right? Uranus, 12th house, subconscious mind, dreams. So, DJ, tap into that Uranus. Remember I told you. It's and you got so much power, like, you just don't ever sell yourself short, DJ. Okay. Remember I told you, you're not in the business of negative self-talk no more. You're a queen. You walk righteous. And that's the thing, you guys. And I explain this to my clients, like, yo, put these planets in check. God gave you the power. Like, you check that Mercury. I got to check my Mercury sometimes. My Mercury in Virgo. I tell people, before I criticize another human being, I've destroyed myself 1,007 times. So I got to be like, yo, Eric, stop. It's okay. I get upset when I'm doing your charts and stuff. I get upset if I misplace something or I misspell a word and I got to go back and spell check. And then even when I send it to you, it's so much work that I do. I might like have a couple of typos. Do you know how upsetting that is to me? How critical I am of myself? And so then I just have to release it and let it go and be like, yo, I tried my best. It's okay. I made 1 or 2 mistakes. The client is not going to die or be upset. They know what I'm saying. But this is what I want you to understand. Like, we all go through it. We're all flesh and blood. It's weak. We're human. So you have to be like, Mercury, stop it. And in Virgo, you got to really say it. It could be Mercury and Scorpio. Maybe you're too intense with your words and you got to be like, okay, I'm sorry. I just chewed somebody's head off and I didn't mean to do that. You're just nasty to your siblings and your cousins and your mom. Right? Mercury and Cancer, sometimes you're too smothering. You're too like da-da-da-da, and you got to be like, okay, I got to chill out. Mercury and Leo, you're a little too arrogant. Sometimes on the low vibration, you're just too conceited and arrogant. And you're like, oh, it's all about me. And you don't ever shut up and listen to somebody else. Mercury and Libra, you're a little too passive aggressive at times. And you don't ever make a decision. And you just, oh, this and that, you know what I mean? Mercury and Aries, you don't care what anybody says or thinks. You just blow full steam ahead and this and that. And you're selfish. You could be a narcissist, Mercury and Taurus, sometimes you get too lazy and stubborn and you think your way is the only way to do things, And sometimes you move too slow, don't respond back when your parents call you. Okay? Mercury and Gemini, you're like, somebody's just like, can I talk for a second? Can you just shut up for a second? You know what I mean? So we all have to check our Mercury because there's low and high vibrations. Mercury in Aquarius, you're just so brilliant and dope, but you could be too arrogant. It's fixed air. Mercury in Aquarius, you got that God complex. Right? It's exalted Mercury. It's at home in Virgo. Gemini's the vacation home. So anything else before I bounce? Any other questions or comments?
Jessica asked, what do you recommend for leg cramps and muscle cramps? It happens to me a lot. I probably water.
Well, okay, so yes, that happens a lot. And Jessica, you're not like a young fella here. He's still going through growing pains. But just so you know, Western medicine and doctors, okay. Number one, try to cut whatever salt you're having in your food, cut it by half or like 60%. I just went to a nice I guess it was a vegan. No, it was a nice Mexican restaurant with my wife for lunch the other day. That food was so salty, and I don't do salty food. You know, we think when we go out to nice places, but no, it's just another restaurant where they're cooking food. It's not necessarily better than you, your mom's, whatever. It's just that you're in a building and it's dressed up nice or whatever. The food was good. I had these mahi mahi tacos. Oh, they were so good. An avocado taco. You know, I tend to eat pretty healthy. The salt was crazy. I didn't really eat any food for the rest of the night. I think for dinner, I had like a piece of toast and butter. I was drinking water. We took the kids for like ice cream. I had some sorbet, but I was like, I had to take like a little 20-minute cat nap. I was so dehydrated. One, you should drink a gallon of water a day. You should also have iron. Hold on. You should drink a gallon of water a day. You should have iron. You know, your zinc, your vitamin C, all the stuff that they were telling you to take during this whole mess, do that too. But you got to stretch. Think LeBron James, Tom Brady. They stretch pregame and postgame. People are learning now that it's not about the big, bulky muscles and lifting all these weights and this and that, because you're tearing down things. It's more about elasticity of the muscles. So more band work and more walking. Running is actually not so great for the physical body. You're hurting your joints and your tissues. All right. So we should do walking and then speed walking. And then drinking much more water, cut the salt and sugar down. Sugar's the devil. Straight up and down. Sugar's the devil. I drink water. This was like a little lightly sweetened seltzer water. This is the most I have. And I might have like iced tea once a month. I'm pretty boring. But I realized, and trust me, it's not just because I'm fitty. In my 20s, I stopped drinking soda. I stopped eating swine too. I stopped eating pork. You never should be eating an animal that has no sweat glands. It's freaking disgusting. But you know what I mean? And never, ever drink milk. No species goes to another species and says, can I have the milk from you that you are supposed to be giving to your child? Totally illogical, retarded. The fact that they promote that in the schools for children, it's like suicide murder. It causes issues with your bones, heart issues. Milk is terrible. It's only for a calf. Goats don't go to chickens. Right? Rams don't go to donkeys. You know, cows don't go to the elephant. You know, nobody goes. It doesn't happen. Why the hell? The only milk you should drink is from your mother when you were a baby. And you can drink that. You know, we stopped at like 2 or something with him. You know, but, you know, in Europe, you know, and some folks, they go to 5 or 6. Now, I think it's a little much, but hey, at least 2 to 3 years. If you could breastfeed, God bless you. Because that's what God put in the woman for the baby. Man and medicine didn't make that. That was God. That was source. Come on, y'all. It's real simple. If we just really stop and think and listen, it's simple. And don't put your trust for your health in people that really don't even know you or care about you. What did MJ say? All I gotta say is they don't really care about us. Whatever you could say about that brother, good, bad, or indifferent, whatever if he did or didn't do what they say or whatever, I don't care. Mike Jack, different, special. Prince, different, special. Madonna, different, special. I mean, we're all human. I'm not saying like, you know, ain't no deities up in here. JFK, Obama, you know, good, decent guys, Malcolm X, MLK, RFK, good, you know, the 4 horsemen. I respect those dudes. But let me tell you something. We're all human. All right? Just get the tissue. Blow your nose again. Okay. So, you know what I mean? So, okay, I'm going to get ready. What time are we rocking with now?
It's 6:17.
Okay, yeah. It's about that time. So, any other little comments before we go?
Gorilla, well, I mean, it's Courtney is here.
Hey, Court. How you doing, mama? Thought you were going to hit me up. You need to hit me up, get that birth chart done for you or your daughter. Was it your daughter? I think it was your daughter. But I hope you're doing well. God bless you. Hope you're doing good. I appreciate you guys so much. You don't know. You know, this is fun for me. But it's fun, but at the same time, I want you guys to be the best you can be. I really do. You know what I mean? Like that. I can't help it. I'm 11th house sun. I'm a true blue humanitarian. I'm too pure for I'm not of this earth. I'm just not, and that's hard for me sometimes, but it's good because I'm blessed, I got an amazing family and I love them and they love me. And I have, great loyal friends, some fair weather friends, but, overall, I got some really solid, good friends. And not all of them are into astrology, and that's okay. I'll keep knocking on their door, hoping they wake up one day before it's too late, hopefully for them. But you know what I mean? And same with family, extended family, I understand that eyes and ears are ready when they're ready. You know what I mean? You got to be ready. I could say something to you 1,000 times, but then Joe Blow, homeless person on the corner, just says to you, like, "We better watch out for that full moon tonight, sir." And then all of a sudden, what? And then it's like for the first time, like they ever heard it. And like, what? What'd you say? And then all of a sudden, they're like watching full moon videos. And, meanwhile, I've been telling them about astrology and the moon for like 15 years. You know what I'm saying? That's how the world plays out. That's how things happen. And it's just frustrating for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I am a futuristic visionary. You know what I'm saying? Even with my hip hop, my rhymes, honestly, I'm not even lying to y'all. Stuff that I wrote about, my first album, I'm talking over 20 years ago, is happening now. But still, people still don't want to, listen. You know what I mean? It's hard. Like people that know you, they don't want to give you credit. I can get more credit from strangers, from you guys, and you guys can understand and see. And if I tell you something and then it happens, you're like, oh, wow, Eric was right. Right? It's not like it doesn't hurt you to give me shine or credit or be like, wow, Eric's really this or that, And then it's not even about Eric. It's just about source or God speaking through me. That's all. I'm not like Superman or anything special. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I'm pretty dope, but you know what I mean? So, but it's hard when people know you. They know you since you were 7 or, 12 or 14 or 20 or in college, 21. You know what I mean? They feel like they can't. I don't know what it is, because I don't have a problem with giving people credit and shine. So I can't speak for them why they can't, do that to me. But it's just fascinating. I watch it play out. Friends, family, cousins, extended family. But it's all good. I'm built for this. And I still love them when they come back to me, Retzi. But see, I always tell people, get the knowledge when it's being told to you. You don't want to get it when you're freaking face down in the dirt and it's too late. You don't want it then. So start listening now, you understand? But not everybody can hear the truth. It's difficult. You like that, right? I got a little intense. See, that's the old acting days. Well, not just acting. My son would tell you I'm a pretty intense person, but that's the Scorpio rising. I can't help it. I'm all Virgo and Scorpio, yo. What am I to do? What am I to do? But I love you guys. And I'm a sweetheart. I'm real nice. Just that Capricorn moon is pretty serious too. It's the disciplinarian. That's that Saturn. So I'm gonna bid you adieu. God bless you guys. I'll try to be back. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably be back Wednesday, Thursday, and then I won't be back next weekend because I'll be back that Monday, the 21st. So get ready. Next show, I'll really promote it more. But yeah, the 21st, starting Tailored to You branding. Okay. My wife is a brilliant, brilliant business brander. And she's going to, start doing some services, and she's designing a whole webinar for you guys to be on tailored2coaching.com. Okay. So I'm going to, explain things in her chart, because the chart, and that's the thing. Someone could say they're good at something, but then I see their chart. I know whether or not you have the gifts and talents for whatever you claim. So that's what I'm going to show you, because she has it. She's got that Mars and Capricorn. exalted. You know what I'm saying? So, just a little example. But yeah, no, but seriously, not just because she's my wifey. She's, and she's got 11 house sons. She's kind of humanitarian too. So, but really good and just, really very intuitive, Pisces and Mercury, which is great for marketing and business and branding. She's great with designing and logos, and you can do business coaching with her. And she, if you're starting your business, and my business birth chart. Oh my God! Wait till you guys see it on my website. I'm waiting for my computer person to put it up. I got the best testimonial from one of my clients, and you guys can give me for two of my clients because I got an amazing one from DJ too. Thank you, DJ. And I'm going to put that up. But then I got another one for my business birth charts. And I'm getting ready to do another business birth chart for somebody now. But the business birth chart, I was proud of myself. There's some times where I will toot my own horn, and this business birth chart, I knocked it out the park because I give you such free advice, you guys. I'm talking about like if you just follow, because you understand, this is what I want to say to everybody. Being a Virgo sun, honestly, everyone needs a Virgo personal assistant. So any Virgos out there that want to help me with my social media, or any of you guys are tech savvy, I need a personal assistant and a Virgo, even though I'm a Virgo. But Virgos are the best supporters in the background, cheerleaders and visionary, because they know how to analyze, assess, and this and that. So for your business and your business birth chart, oh my God, woo, I knocked it out the park, y'all. I blew her cranium off. And she's ready to soar with her business. And I'm so proud. And I'm excited and happy for her. You understand? So hit me up, Taylor2coaching@gmail.com, man. Whether it's a business chart, your birth chart for your children. If you got kids, get the chart done. You become a better parent like that. Okay? Anything else? A couple more people came on. How many we got now?
We have 7.
Okay. All right, you guys. Any last comments?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Gorilla Mafia said, 8th house sun, don't come around me with the bees. I can see it, LOL. And if you have secrets, they will surface.
Yes, of course, Gorilla. Come on, Gorilla. You no joke, yo. My kids have that too, Gorilla. I know. You better be nice to your mother, Gorilla, because you were a pain in the butt as a kid. You better say, Mama. You better give Mama and Dad a big hug now that you grow, because I got little 8th house sons in my crib, and it's a lot. But yes, Gorilla, can't nobody play you. Nobody, Gorilla. And you can dance with you know what I'm saying, Gorilla. You can go from the heavens to the deep, dark versions of hell. And you dance. I know, Gorilla. I know how you get down. Much respect. You're not scared of nothing. Death and rebirth and transformation, power and sex. You're like, yo, with the sun there, sun in 8th house is no joke. But that means your dad could have been no joke. Psychology, police, fire, oil, government, politics, detective. Maybe he's a healer. Your dad was something. Okay. All right, y'all. So you have to tell me, Gorilla. You can email me or you can put it down below real quick before we bounce. But if not, let me know, man. I know Papa was no joke. Even if you didn't grow up with him or whatever, because I'd have to see your whole chart. But still, there was something. Your pops was into something. Sun in the 8th house. And that North Node in the 8th house too. Ooh. I know about them folks. I think my father and my mother, sun in the North Node in the 8th house. Crazy. Anyway, all right, let me bounce. I love you. And
he said Dad worked in oil field.
Oil. Didn't I just say that? That's what I'm telling you. Damn. Yo, you can't escape astrology. Do you see that? Right? That's the underground, the oils. Yes. And my kids, their father, right, is an astrologer. And 8th house, merging of souls and relationships. I'm a relationship coach, right? Ancient hidden knowledge. So that's why they have the sun in the 8th house. because of yours truly. It's deep, yo. There are no accidents. Understand this. Doesn't mean that free will doesn't exist. It does. It just means that sometimes, whether we go left or right, we still might wind up right here. It just different avenues and stories. Capiche? All right, man. Episode 14 of the Knowledge is Love podcast. I hope it was tight like a glove, floating like a dove, or make them cry. Open up the third eye, chill with your chakras and keep them on high. Kid is fly. You know how I be. T2UC. Peace. I'm out. Later.
Okay.